Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel to get your daily Bible verse and Bible chapter. I hope you have a great day and come back each and every day for a new verse and a new chapter. Thank you and God bless. 2 Kings 13. Son of Jehu, became king over Israel in Samaria. This was the 23rd year of Joash, son of Aram, was king in Judah. Ruled 17 years. Did what the Lord considered wrong, like Jeroboam, son of Nebat. He committed sins that also caused the people of Israel to sin, and he never stopped doing those things. Then the Lord was angry with Israel. He let King Hazael of Aram and King Hazael's son Ben gain control of Israel. Then begged the Lord to help them. The Lord listened to him because he had seen the terrible troubles that the king of Aram had caused the Israelites. So the Lord sent a man to save Israel. The Israelites were free from the Arameans. So the Israelites went to their own homes as they did before. But the Israelites still did not stop committing sins of the family of Jeroboam that caused Israel to sin. The Israelites continued committing sins of Jeroboam. They also kept ash poles in Samaria. The king of Aram defeated army and destroyed most of the men in the army. He left only 50 horses, soldiers, 10 chariots, and 10,000 foot soldiers. Soldiers were like cleft blown away by the wind at the time of threshing. All the great things that did were written down in the book, The History of the Kings of Israel. Died and was buried with his ancestors. The people buried in Samaria, and his son Jehoash became the new king after him. Jehoahaz, son of became king over Israel in Samaria. This was done in the 37th year of Joash was king of Judah. Ruled Israel for 16 years. He did what the Lord said was wrong. He did not stop committing the sins of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, who caused Israel to sin. Continued to commit these sins. All the great things that did and his wars against King Arameans of Judah are written in the book, The History of the Kings of Israel. Jehoahaz died and was buried with his ancestors. Jeroboam became the new king and sat on Jehoash's throne. Jehu was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel. Jehoahaz visits Elijah. Elijah became sick and later died from his sickness. King Jehoahaz of Israel went to visit Elijah. Jehoash cried for him and said, my father, is it time for the chariot of Israel and its horses? Elijah said to Jehoash, take a bow and some arrows. Jehoash took a bow and some arrows. Then Elijah said to the king of Israel, put your hand on the bow. Jehoash put his hand on the bow. Then Elijah said, put his hands on the king's hands. Elijah said, open the east window. Jehoash opened the window. Then Elijah said, shoot. Jehoash shot. Then Elijah said, this is the Lord's arrow of victory over Aram. You will defeat the Arameans at Apec. Elijah said, take the arrows. Jehoash took the arrows. Then Elijah said to him, hit on the ground. Jehoash hit the ground 3 times. Then he stopped. The man of God was angry with Jehoash. Elijah said, you should hit 5 or 6 times. Then you would have defeated Aram until you destroyed it. But now you will defeat Aram only 3 times. An amazing thing at Elijah's grave. Elijah died, and the people buried him. One time in the spring, a group of Moabite soldiers came to fight against Israel. Some Israelites were buried a dead man. When they saw the group of soldiers, the Israelites quickly threw the dead man into Elijah's grave. As soon as the dead man touched Elijah's bones, he came back to life and stood at his feet. Jehoash wins back cities of Israel. During all all the days of Jehu ruled, King Hazael of Aram caused trouble to Israel. But the Lord was kind to the Israelites. He had mercy and showed his care for them because of his agreement with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He did not want them to be destroyed. He has never completely left them. King Hazael of Aram died, and Ben became the king after him. Before he died, Hazael had taken Jehoahaz. Hazael had taken some cities in war from Jehoahaz's father. But now Jehoahaz took back these cities from Hazael's son Ben. Jehoahaz defeated Ben 3 times and took back the cities of Israel. Galatians 6:2. Carry each other's burdens in this way. You will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2. Carry each other's burdens in this way. You will fulfill the law of Christ. One of my favorite verses is Philippians 4:13. And it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If you have your own favorite verse, please put that down below and let me know what it is. Again, today's verse is Galatians 6:2. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Always remember to smile, because you never know what a smile can do for someone's day. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you for watching today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you can remember to watch each and every day's video. Thank you for the ones that have been with me from the beginning. Please help me expand my ministry. Thank you, and God bless.